Let's fight. Welcome to our community. Welcome in the ring. Let's fight. We're fired up and ready to go. We trust that you guys are well. Pumpkin trouble. Marcel Daniels, Wilton Blue, good to have you. Shirley Jusitendry, Debbie Hohenkirk, all our favorite folks. Angela, thanks for the thing. Good to have you guys with us. Share the damn live. Smash that emoji button wherever you guys are joining us from tonight. We are super happy that you are here. Trump is in some real trouble tonight, folks. It's going to take nothing short of a miracle to take him out of it. He in some real trouble. Good to have you folks here with us. Pace and power. Share the live quickly and let's get right into it, folks. We are fired up and we're ready to go, and we trust that you guys are as well. Wherever you all joining us from, share, smash that emoji button for us, folks, and let's proceed expeditiously. We got a lot of ground to cover tonight. Good, folks. We got a lot of ground to cover. Good to see each and every one of you here with us. Wherever you guys are joining us from, you're at home in Guyana, you're somewhere in the diaspora. We're happy you guys are here. You're on Twitter, you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, you're on LinkedIn. Wherever you're joining us from, Blue, the Meta app, we're happy that you guys are here. Pace and power. Welcome in the ring to each and every one of you. I see Andy Williams is there and Brenda Bailey. Good to have each and every one of you. We're fired up. We're ready to go, and we trust that you guys are as well. We got the fight card set, and we are ready to go. Penelope, Debbie, the folks are saying, let's fight. We're ready to fight. Let us know if you're hearing us loud and clear. Good night, Debbie Collins. Good night, Bernadette James, Melissa, and all the other folks joining us. Great to have each and every one of you with us, guys. We are happy. We are happy. We hope the song is improved. We are happy that you folks are here. We hope the song is much improved. Pace and power. Our Facebook user, Sandra, Rowena, Patricia Kisoon, Shelly DeRida, Winston. Good to have you, Winston. Winston says boots on the ground, of course. And of course, he's right. Good to have all of you guys here with us. Pace and power. Karashi Rapid. Good to have you here, and Patricia and Andy Williams. Guys, we're happy that you folks are here with us. We're fired up and we are ready to go. Look at some of the things we're covering on the fight card. One time, Melissa Monroe. One time. Folks, nice time in Grenada. The teachers are moving forward. Nice time. The MARRIOTT, people don't run from good. That's why I want you to know. Joy Hopkins, people don't run from good. Anthony Jarvis, they don't run from good. WPA's Ogunseye, they try with him. They're trying with him. GWYNETH Paltrow, also in the car tonight. And of course, the elephant in the room, Shauna Fortune, Dan Fordyce, and Mavis Davis Wells. The elephant in the room, we got to address that. The Spectator. Good night, Spectator. Welcome. Earn your money. Earn your money. Colin Solomon and all the other folks who are joining us. We are delighted. We're happy that you guys are here. Rhonda Spencer Tom, good to see you as well. Those are a couple of things that we're tracking on the card, folks. On the card. Great to have each and every one of you with us, guys. We are super happy that you folks are here. Super happy. Rock and come in. I saw that comment. Rock and come in. How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Great to have you folks here with us. Onika Light, Ingrid King, Riddle Warrell. Good to have each and every one of you folks. We fired up. And we're ready to go. I tell you, we're ready. Yep. That's where we're starting, folks. We got the opener. We got the opener set. Set is a set piece. We're telling you. You're going to fight out. We're telling you, it's a set piece. We got the opener, folks. Open your appetite up wide. Very wide. We want to open it.
I am again forced.
Hold on. Very wide. We want to open it. Trust that you guys are great. We trust that you guys are well. Wherever you good folks are joining us from, we are fired up at this end and we're ready to go. And we trust that you good folks are as well. The opener tonight, folks, And you all know what it is. Trump, 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 Trump. It's all Trump. Back and forth. Trump indicted today, they tell us, by the grand jury. I see some of y'all are doing some backflips. Sasha Trim and the others, Marcia Griffith. Trump indicted today. That's what the guy's telling us. It's a lot to get through. We're not going to cover all of it, of course, but I want to tell you some key things. Stormy Daniels, who knew? Remember the stray dog that carried on the other one? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Who got taken down by the stray dog? Huh? That was a prostitute tonight. Going to collapse the second bid for the White House by Trump. Yep. Stray dog and a prostitute. We got no problem with prostitutes. I want you all to know that who's got to live. Stray dog, now a prostitute, and $130,000 US. You think it would have been billions? For the billionaire? No. The $130,000. That's it, you know. That is it. As simple as that. A Manhattan grand jury, folks, just today voted to indict former President Donald Trump. And we were tracking what CNN was putting out there. And they're telling us it's the first time in American history that a current or a former president is going to face criminal charges. It is historic, however you look at it. And this is the part for us. We're following some of what the Telegram in the UK was putting out as well. And they said it was anticipated that Trump will hand himself into authorities in the coming days. Right? He'll have to be fingerprinted. Yep. Like a common criminal. This is the mighty USA, you know. None is above the law. Hope them boys here taking note. He will have to have his picture taken, his mugshot. Right? And then he'll have to face the courts. He has to be arraigned, is the legal word. And they're telling us that he's likely to be relieved and bond as well. But the Republicans have already sent out the attack dogs tonight. They've already sent them out. And here they're saying, those people will pay. Vanessa, Loretta, Debbie Hohenkirk, Karen, Bantu King, those people will pay. That's what some of the Republicans are saying. Those people will pay. Who is those people? The elderly, the big people would say, is who you're addressing as those people and them. That's what the Republicans came out saying. Upon hearing the news, they tell us, of the grand jury indicting Donald Trump, one or more charges related to his hush payments to women in 2016. Republican allies in Congress reacted with rage, and embraced the former president's explanation that it was some kind of a supposed hit job. Well, this is one afternoon, you know. And then we had Stormy Daniels. This is the young woman involved in this whole fiasco in this scandal. Her attorney and Michael Cohen, who was Trump's attorney, paying the hush money. Both of them said that there's no cause for joy here in this indictment, and rightly so. No cause for joy. And then Trump, not missing a beat. Trump put out a statement. All of that is one afternoon, you know. Imagine what the coming days are going to look like. Trump put out a statement, claiming that these charges, this indictment, politically motivated. That's what he said. Politically motivated. It's a politically motivated prosecution and an attack on the country and its election process. This is Trump. He accused Democrats, listen. He accused Democrats of weaponizing the justice system to punish a political opponent. This looks very familiar. Very familiar. To punish a political opponent. And then he wheeled into the New York District Attorney, Alvin Bragg, and said that Bragg was doing Joe Biden's job for him. Yeah. All of that is one afternoon. Deborah Sharona Lynch, Godfrey Montagne, Montague, one afternoon. Godfrey, one afternoon. Chabon, one afternoon. Deborah Sharona Lynch, one afternoon. Imagine, folks, what the coming days are going to look like. Imagine what the coming days are going to look like. Well, As we said, this is the opener, folks, and we all know we always turn to the former ambassador to Kuwait for the back channels. Who have the back channels on these issues? Former Ambassador Shamir Ali, Professor Shamir Ali. He got the back channels for us on this tonight. He gives us some more details. The back channels specialist, Dr. Shamir Ali.
Good evening. Namaste. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ramadan Mubarak, and today is day 8. And to all Muslim brothers and sisters in Guyana and globally, tomorrow will be the first Jummah Ramadan. So best wishes. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a very sad and happy day. Sad for the first time in American history since 1776 that the President of the United States of America has been criminally charged. He was charged this afternoon, and arrangements are being made. My back channel tells me that President Trump was in New York 2 days ago for another case that he was giving deposition. So my back channel is that the president is in New York, and they're likely doing all the mechanics with respect, because, you know, in America, you're guilty until proven. So based on that, he has to be given the respect as a president. His attorney, who was the guy who paid the money and got the money refunded, he mortgaged his house, Attorney Corentyne, has said publicly, and I heard him myself 5 minutes ago, all the documents will prove that the president is liable and criminally liable. And he should know, and he has passed those documents over to the grand jury, and as a result of that, the rest will happen. New York will treat him with respect. It's a big event today. President Nixon, just for history, had 30 persons were convicted for his evidence. The principle has been established with the grand jury that there's sufficient cause to cause the charge and the arrest. Normal procedure is he will turn up with his attorney, he will do the fingerprints and all the paperwork. He will not be treated anyway, especially he will be given the courtesies, but he has to go through. The grand jury was 23 members. After the charge, tomorrow is Friday, maybe it can be done tonight, who knows? He'll have to appear in court, and even if it's not tomorrow, whenever it is, they'll have a court session. He will have to plead with his attorney, and then the judge will then decide how long for the next court cases. The only people that are allowed in the room are the grand jurors, the prosecutors, the witnesses, and the court reporter. Sometimes in New York, they allow some evidence to defense lawyers, but the Attorney General in New York certainly surprised everybody. As of yesterday, all the intelligence was to wait for 1 month. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the breaking news. Let's hope that his followers, his members who are very, very agitated and they're all armed. I live in North Carolina. I see it daily. It's a different way of life from New York, where I once lived, and Pennsylvania. And now Carolina, completely different. Just that you know, all the gun issues is simple. In the South, before a baby is born, the gifts are guns. Every birthday, the gifts are guns. I have gone into members of the Lions Club that I'm on for turkey shoot. I take a rubber turkey, they laugh at me. And they have a minimum of 100 and 200 guns without locks. So this is a different society. They're armed, they're gunned, and they feel very, very strongly, right or wrong, that America is being taken away from them. Somehow they feel that America owes them something, and they're doing whatever it is to keep, and President Trump seems to have used that in his political strategy to find out that's a niche market. Those are his followers. So let's hope that peace will prevail, but above all, justice remained completely. It's also a lesson for guys in Guyana to remember that justice has a long arm and a long reach, and it can reach everyone who is not doing the right stuff. So I'm sure that persons who are not doing the right stuff in Guyana, they might be trembling in their boots. I've got my intelligence that they all cannot believe, nobody can believe, but justice will prevail, and things are being strengthened at the U.S. Embassy, and everybody else know what's happening in Guyana with the events. So stay cool, calm, collected. Democracy means peaceful protest, no violence. Same thing for tomorrow in New York. Peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. With your placard, say your case, but no violence in America and also anywhere else where there's people feel disenfranchised. Good night all, and a blessed day tomorrow, onward and upward. Cheerio. Good evening. Namaste.
Thanks, Doc, for having that for us. Former ambassador to Kuwait, Professor Shamir Ali, got the back channels. He's on the ground there, and he's going to be keeping us abreast with all that's going on with that, all that's going on that front. Got the back channels for us. We're moving forward, folks. We're moving forward. Look at what we're following in the world tonight. So much trouble in the world. While Trump might be headed off to jail, GWYNETH Paltrow won her legal battle. A doctor said she hit him on a slope, a ski slope, with problems. She hit him down while skiing. He sustained some head injuries and a few broken ribs. Months later, he takes her to court. Right, well, she won today. She won today and walked out of that courtroom without that hanging over her head. Yep, won the lawsuit for this 2016 skiing accident. Can you imagine that in Utah? Man got a long memory. GWYNETH Paltrow walked out of that courtroom, absolved of that. Yep. That's justice. Who vex? That's justice, folks. That's justice. That's one of the things we're following internationally, folks. Just one. Someone we're following in the region as well. Trump is the big news for the day, folks. Indictment. GWYNETH Paltrow, I'm certain, quite relieved. Ain't got to put up with that. Policeman smuggling contraband into jailhouse. This looks knowing. This looks very knowing. Smuggling contraband. Yep, this is Jamaica, folks. Right? He's attached to the Greater Padmore Police Station in St. Catherine, and he got caught smuggling contraband into the facility. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Well, the constable is going to be on the side now of those bars. He's going to be on the other side. You can't do the time, don't do the crime. He's smuggling contraband. Right? Things can be tight, but you got a little dignity. Things can be tight, but you got a little self-respect. Brothers and sisters out there, you got a little self-respect. Smuggling contraband. Can't do the time, don't do the crime. Right? You see, while we concern ourselves here with pigeon poop falling on our kids, look, teachers in some other places, they've gone on and doing great things. Why we got for concern if the children got adequate desk and bench? The reality in some other places, quite different. Quite different. In Grenada, the teachers gone to elevated training now. Augmented reality. You remember Professor Shamir Ali shared with us the other evening about GPT chat and how AI, artificial intelligence, within that, that sphere is going to be tremendously important for the future. Augmented reality as well. This is futuristic stuff. GRENADA. Right? Our teachers going to walk into school with cutlass. With a 22. Right? With a 22. And teacher sample we trust. How can we catch up with the rest of the world? We got to thinking about protecting our teachers. Teachers now saying they need gun license ropes, son. Teachers in Grenada being trained in augmented reality. When are we going to catch up? When are we going to catch up? When? Kudos to the folks there in Grenada. That's futuristic stuff. GPT Chat 3 and GPT Chat 4 and all of that. Augmented reality. That's the future. And we're going to pursue it. But we got to change the people that are there to put the proper people in place to bring us that kind of future. We got to do what we got to do, folks. We got to do what we got to do. There's no other way. We got to do what we got to do. Look at us be following, folks. Regionally, traffic chief retires. I prefaced it with regionally. Regionally, traffic chief retires. People don't retire here, sir. Them guys want to know when Hickens going on pre-retirement leave. Pre-retirement leave? I see Hickens leak out some qualifications online recently. Congrats to him. He got a master's at one of those online universities. After 40 years, St. Vincent and Grenadines, the head of the traffic branch, of the St. Vincent and Grenadines Police Force, Superintendent Kenneth John, retiring after 40 years. Retire here with him, sir. What is a retirement? The top boss asking us all the time, Duncan, keep this matter alive. We need to go up. We need upward mobility in the police force. When Hickens going to leave? Nobody answering the question. 10 years ago, Hickens is 55. 10 years ago, Hickens is 55. Right? And folks want to know, he's supposed to have gone on pre-retirement leave since in January. Line me wrong. Them boys want to know when is he going? When is he going? Traffic chief. SVG retires after 40 years. When is that one retiring in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? 21 years. He there as Prime Minister. Same one, Rob Gonzalez, 21 years. You see, he think he got the patent on that office, you know. His only time with he, though. You remember the BOSSAI here the other day? His only time with he. His only time. The traffic chief is gone 40 years. Not out. Yep. Wish him well. Look at us we following, folks. Them boys saying about retirement. Retirement for them, sir. Finally, in the region, Belize. Isn't Belize a CARICOM country? Belize one reason now for the Haitians go. It's up to the Belizeans, man. One of their brothers and sisters in Belize, they will require now visas for the Haitians to visit. Pamela, Alvin, Audrey Cole. What's happening with our brothers and sisters in Belize? How can we treat our sister CARICOM nationals like that? That's even legal. Come to the free movement. I tell you all, CARICOM is slowly being reduced to cliques. Cliques, factions, groups. You hear me? We can treat our own Haitian brothers and sisters like that. We can throw the load on the back for them to fetch too. My God. What did the free movement? Welcome to CSME. Somebody else say, what's a CSME? Well, that's what we're saying. Belize is now requiring a visa for Haitians. On the 28th of March, Cabinet agreed on that requirement. The Belizean Cabinet agreed on that requirement. Yep, believe it or not. Believe it or not. Requiring of the Haitians a visa to come through. A visa to Raccoon coming. Look, we fall in the 592. You know where we come is problems. Fires on the PPP. It's only so much we could take, you know. It's only so much. Fires of the PPP every goddamn day. Every goddamn day. I tired now. I fed up. Every day. Tired and fed up. Fires of the PPP. Was on the Corentyne today. On the Corentyne, a house went up. You know, if we don't have a fire day, that's the abnormal thing. If it so happens a day we don't have a fire, people say, like this place cross. That's what people start saying. If we don't have a fire, people start getting a little antsy. People start to get a little antsy. Fires of the PPP, fires. You hear me? Fires of the PPP. Yep. Fires. Look where we saw the last one. Right? Look where we saw the, oh, Jesus have mercy. Father, have his mercies on us. Father, have his mercies. Look where we see the last one now. Them boys. Fires. Y'all think it easy? On the Corentyne, a couple house went up just like that. Poof! I don't know. This will be them boys went to Suriname and thing. It's strong. Strong. But it's not going to Guadeloupe now. They give up on Suriname. They want a stronger one. Norman Tom and his wife. Run by you, Lassa? Candy? It's not run by you side, by the back street, by the side alley. Fires of the PPP. The folks went out, come back, building on the ground. Yep. If you don't have a fire, as I said, that's the abnormal thing. It's run by Candy side. Coming home last now. I don't know if Candy can take them in and what is going to happen here. Crystal Simon, you sing that? My God. This got to be historical. And a 2x4 country like us. Every goddamn day. DJ Uptown. Every day, DJ. It's fire. Emily Durant. Montaigne. Fire. Vesta. Fire. Jesus Lord. My God. Fire. Everywhere you turn. Fire. Plenty fire too. Moving on the fight card, good folks. Moving on. Wicked, stinking, dirty. They're going after Ogunseye. Wicked. Wicked. The things the PP have done to people. They got the nerve. They got enough. The wicked, the stink, and the dirty. Stacyan, Obi, Wilma, Fire Nation, Wicked Nation, Stink Nation, Dirty Nation. Yvette Madu, Deborah Clark, Wicked, Stink, and Dirty Seymour George, Dirty. Put out a wanted bulletin. Well, the WCPA said they might surrender to police. They might surrender them to police. They're in talks with their lawyers. Some things you don't rush. Fools rushing. Where Eagles there? Y'all know that old movie with Clint Eastwood? Where Eagles there? You got a real no movie to know that one. That's an old movie. I don't know, Old Soul, you know, 26. Old Soul. They're going after Ogunseye. Who haven't they gone after? Huh? Weaponizing the courts. Weaponizing the courts against their political opponents. They can't fight fair, learn finance. They can't. Wicked, stink, and dirty. Wicked, stink, and dirty. And if you joined our podcast today, we had Chairman of the PNCR, Shamir Holder, and he said people have been saying the same things that Ogunseye said. They might have said it a little more elegantly, but the truth hurts. People are suffering economically in this country. Suffering. And you can see a pattern, Sharon Castillo. Candy Lillian Najit, Pamela Dover, Shabourne, you can see a pattern. Today for Ogunseye, tomorrow for somebody else. Yesterday for Duncan, tomorrow for Ogunseye, tomorrow for somebody else. Going after their political opponents, they don't know how to fight fair. These are folks, if you're in a ring with them, they want to bite up your ears. And so that's why you got to bite the ears first. Do unto them before they do unto you. Isn't that what the good book says? Do unto the PPP before they do unto you. They do not play fair. And I see some of y'all, Clyde Davis, thanks for the 10, Clyde. Clyde has made a contribution to our program live on YouTube. In the YouTube comments, at the bottom in that, you see the dollar sign there at the bottom of the comments. Those of you in the diaspora especially can utilize that feature. Go after their political opponents. They do not play fair. Right? Come at us with political gusto. Let's fight over ideas. Let's contend for the best vision for this country. Don't come like no thief in the night, sending people to kill you in your bed where you're sleeping, like Orin Boston. You're looking for something, the slightest thing people say to talk about racial hostility and cyber crimes. Huh? And while the police force looking somewhere else for cyber crimes, somebody teamed the whole Facebook page today. The more you look, the less you see. Somebody come with the whole Facebook page. I know that's why they're going after. Ogunseye stole the whole police force Facebook page. Jem Vanville, you know that? Betsy Freeze. No retreat, Betsy Freeze says. No surrender. Wilma Grant, Petrol Toad, Cheryl Mulrain. The police looking at Ogunseye, probably got his phone tapped and all of that. And somebody walked away with the whole Facebook page. Betsy Freeze. Shireen Baines and Commissioner Cole. Go with the whole Facebook page. Right? The priorities mix up. That's the problem with them. Bantu King, Patricia McKenzie, their priorities are mixed up. Pedal Brown. But we're going to stand with our brother. See, we don't forsake we brothers when people get in a little trouble, you know. I see some of y'all. Yeah? How they walk the over so strong and y'all. Oh, give them a chance. They mean well. Oh, like how Hitler meant well. Give you a chance. Give them a chance, man. Right? They might have stolen the election and so on. But then now, give them a chance. For more people going to the living room, with Sue Mugarali's support, who getting the billions of dollars in this country? Who getting it? The 1%. Friends, family, and favorites. And the rest of us, they want us to be afraid. But we shall not be afraid. We shall not be afraid. We shall remain resolute. Give me a break. See, some of y'all right out every day with apology. They don't apologize for anything. Why you want to hold us to a different standard? And then you want to, as Ken March would say, so away, the PPP. And you're holding us to a totally different standard. PPP, Bundang Cane Field, overturned vehicle, all kinds of words, and still end up in power. So what are you telling me? I got to be touched by? Huh? The Jesus I know used to go to the temple and beat out people. What are you talking about? Right? You read your Bible? Give me a break. Give me a break. I don't care how many times they lock me up. I can say, like the Father, there's not my time. You carry me to the edge of the cliff. It's not my time. It's not my time. So we're going to stand with our brother. Who vex? Oh, some of y'all running out. Oh, if a nice. You want to go in business, stay in business. Bullshit. Give Nathan a chance, man. He is young. You thief out all them things when he was Minister of Housing. What are you going to do now? Oh, he saved him by a mansion. He saved him by all the land from Gaisuko, build big mansion and swimming pool and so on. He saved. The other one to save 16 billion too. Since he was 16. Give us a break. Give us a break. Fight fear, but they can't fight fear. There's nothing in the DNA. You understand? There's nothing in the DNA. They can't do it. It's not within them. But we will continue to start with our brother, Ogunseye. Right? Ogunseye. They asked Nelson Mandela why he had supported some of the people he had supported back in the day. Some unsavory characters, and I'm not saying Ogunseye is like that, but he said he had to do it out of necessity. They were in a struggle. You get in a little trouble, and you see some people suddenly pulling away from you. Who you thinking is struggle with you? Flop y'all. I am standing with Ogunseye. I have heard in the last 2 years plus from the other side some of the most nastiest, vilest things. No condemnation. We lived through Charandas. The filth he spewed at that woman in India that got him fired. The woman and the dog, the stray dog. None of them said nothing. And then look at the moral rectitude now with them. Hypocrites! Hypocrites! Jesus called them a generation of vipers and told them to repent, change your ways. You coming to lecture me? All of them kept silent with Damlal in the National Assembly. All of them. Imran Sattar said he want to cook a pot of food and kill out black people. Where was Prem Malik Chan? Where was the rubber stamp Phillips? You remember what Imran Sattar said? And then he come out and say, oh man, I'm vexed. I don't know what he's saying. Right? I don't know what he's saying. I can speak my mind because I'm not looking for friends. I can speak my mind because I'm not asking favors of them. Who asks favors gotta be dancing between the raindrops. I'm not asking no favors. These jagabats that cut my salary since last year, July, you know how I have been kept. I had to prove God for myself. When you're telling me my Christianity is real, I had to prove the Father. The 8 months, or how much ever I've been without a salary, coming from the National Assembly, I have proven God. And you tell me I can desert me, brother, now because the water getting rough? Give me a break. Some of y'all want to go in business and left politics. Do that, man, and go fulls. If you want to come back in politics, come back. We fighting or we playing? Bullshit to me. The mountain nastiness that they have done on the other side. Jagdeo was on national television and talk about how the struggle has changed and how they got to fight in all kinds of unconventional means. And you come in to tell me, oh, I must stay with the old rules of engagement. Listen to Jagdeo and Babujan. Fight, fight, fight. Every other word today supporter, his fight. I'm going to cut every last one and show y'all. Fight, 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 fight. And then you come in but tell me, Ogunseye got a problem? Give me a break. Let's fight. Let's fight. We're going to fight in the streets and we're going to fight in the courts. Right? We're going to fight in the streets and we're going to fight in the courts. They got a God. Trump, wicked and nasty Republican, sent the other one. Is we here now? Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I long for the day to see Trump in that orange suit. Long for the day. Right? Long for the day. Martin Luther King said it best. The greatest civil rights leader the world has ever had. The greatest. The greatest. He said it best. He said the moral arc of the universe is long, but it bends towards justice. It bends. Who was the man he sent? Who was the one he sent? The one Trump sent. the Secretary of State. You see? The time has gone. Shakespeare said we're all players on a stage. We all got the entrances and the exits. You think I can live for the rest of my life saying let's fight? This is my time to do this, then I can move off and somebody, another Rasta will take my place. Give us a break. Pompeo, that Jagabat, Trump, send the other Jagabat and Jackal, Pompeo, cook up the nonsense. You see, to take Granger out of office. But I hope they're watching and seeing, oh, how the mighty have fallen. I didn't know to live and see it in my lifetime. The fall of Trump. I didn't know how to live in my lifetime and see it. Right? I'm waiting to see an orange suit and with the mugshot. Then I shall proclaim, my eyes have seen the glory and the coming of the Lord. Give me a break. Right? Y'all run. Y'all run. Y'all run. God will give us another opportunity, you know. That's how the Father work. He's giving another opportunity. He's going to give us another opportunity. Right? To do better than we've had before. If these Jagabats could do all the nastiness that they've done when they were in opposition and they can walk the halls of power, what the hell are you running down my brothers and sisters about? Oh, don't say that. Oh, don't say that. Oh, apologize. And a whole pack of nonsense. This is politics. Or something else. Give me a break. We all have to be held by the same rules. That's what rule of law is about. The law can't work for some people and don't work for some others. And we're just stepping slightly off of Ogunseye. Look what they're doing to brother Lewis. Lincoln Lewis. Lincoln Lewis family. Right? We're slaves. Like some of us. We're slaves. His family left land for them. But black people in this country mustn't own nothing. We must be heroes of wood and fetchers of water. That is their future for us. Look and see. Oh, all the contracts. How much contracts were given out 2 days ago? Over $500 million for the sugar industry alone. Look. And the complexion of the room. What are you telling me? One Guyana, madness. Madness. I saw with my own eyes. Irfan Ali trying to upturn Dr. Karen Cummins' vehicle. And all she was doing is attending to her functions as a minister and going to an event at Pegasus. And these Jagabats and trench crappos could stand up and lecture me. And some of y'all would agree with them and write letters against us. Some of you would agree with them. Give them their dues. They don't care what the hell their members do. They're standing with them. And if they can't say something positive, they keep the damn mouth shut. Some of y'all like talk too flipping much. I can end the show right here now. Quick to talk a bundle of tripe. Keep your damn mouth shut if you can't add nothing positive to what's happening with the people. Damn well they'll know who said something on the other side. You get 500 letters. All the things that y'all can write about. Huh? Brother Ogunseye in some trouble. And one pack of nonsense. We got enough filth and nastiness happening on the other side to keep our attention. But our time is spent on assassinating our own. That's what the time is spent on. And now they're going now after Lewis and his family land. They mustn't own anything. They mustn't own nothing. You see? And so, he said about 7 van-loaded policemen descended, 22 police descending on Kingley, where they're trying to build a play park on family land. Why? Because they mustn't own nothing. And somebody must done get 2 letters to the editor, ready for support them. Because Lincoln Lewis must not be recipient of any goodwill, right? Any largesse from his family, any inheritance. Why is that? Huh? Why is the only animals got big building down in central Georgetown? Something wrong with us? Nothing is wrong with us. All of us got the same faculties. But no, going after Brother Lewis, right? Descendants of the McPhersons, who were former slaves and large landowners in that area. Now they don't even want them to own the land. Right? You know what they want us to be? Mendicants. 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 That's what they want. Beggars. If you could carry a plate by them every day, oh, they would love that. But it's our independence they fear. It's our community they fear, and our togetherness. And some of us giving them the opportunity to do that. You see, giving them the opportunity to divide and rule. We got to do better. We got to do better. So we can stand with our brother Lewis as well. Lincoln Lewis. We're going to stand with them as well. You see? They don't like Silan, you know. They don't like Silan. They don't. That is why they're hustling to move the people from Purica, Sidam. Am I calling it right? From the Sidam there at Purica. Right? Because that can be a show base for one of the boys now. Right. Before we discover that didn't matter to nobody. That's why those people have lived there for generations uninterrupted. Suddenly, you know, people believe as though they just come to power. This is their first iteration. They were in government 23 years prior. How come, you know, a roof over the heads of those people was never concerned for them? How come all of a sudden? Because certain people mustn't own nothing. It's a 1% must own up everything. So you as president, right? And you got to give back a 10%. Any big business, a 20% here, a 10%, sir, a this, a that. What are left for the rest of us? What? So those people can't own a little beachfront property because they're poor? Are you wicked? But the God of God, as Trump is finding out, there is a God. That's why we're standing with our brother Lincoln Lewis. Trump is slowly finding out there's a God. The moral arc of the universe is long, but it bends towards justice. Jagobots and trench crappos, Hippocytes, Hittites, Philistines, Sadducees, and Pharisees. Oh, you better repent. The judgment of God is at hand. Give you a scripture just now. Hold on. I'll give you one just now. Just now, give you one. Nice time for some people. It's got to be living in. People don't run from good. What nonsense you tell it be? Right? Big hair trying to tell me the MARRIOTT doing well. And that's why they're selling it. I am vice president. The MARRIOTT is doing so well. Yeah. The MARRIOTT profitable. Now's the best time. Anything ever grow on the Jagdeo? Anything Jagdeo ever plant? Ever grow? He planted Borby's Bridge. Oh. There's the Goldie. He planted the Skeldon modernization project for the Skeldon Sugar Factory. It ever grow? Fiber optic cable. 1 laptop per family. A mile of falls. It ever grow? Only thing growing is he head. Anybody head bigger than they don't like them. It ever grow? He planted MARRIOTT. He's trying to convince us. They can't show us the books, you know. Because you know why? The transparency people ain't that transparent. He can't share the books for the Marriott, but he said the Marriott profitable. And now it's the right time. Now it's the right time to sell out. Oh, yes. So they tell us they got 10 companies lined up, and 9 of them must be shark companies representing them. Right? 9 of them. Yeah. He said management is doing well, but now is the right time. It must go. You want cutting Goldie now. You want to cut his Goldie, his big balls. The market must go. It's profitable though. It's profitable. Yeah. That's what the hammers believe. It's profitable. For information, folks. For information, I would have you know, the GCCI got a new president. I hope he's political like the others. I hope he can stick to business like the others. They're telling us this. He's the this is Kester Hudson, the director of GWYNETH Technologies, and he's a new GCCI president. I hear got some mismanagement is in GCCI. Is it? Is it GCCI? Somebody tell me. Is it one of them chambers? That's some mismanagement. The old people, we ain't putting anything out of thin air. The old people have said that. Is Gordon, I saw with an article on it just today. Huh? Mismanagement. Well, you could tell us. Huh? You wanted everything. And then you got everything is in the private sector commission. Right? They said Paul Chung, according to the article, mismanage the operations there. Now you had everything in your favor. It's you government. You see? Everything in your favor. And you're still mismanaging, man. But we hope that Kester does better. Kester Hudson. Right? That his tenure is a progressive one. You have to figure out, you want me in business or you want me in politics? Pick a struggle. You want them business or you want them politics? Pick a struggle. Them boys went to Region 3 today. Vesta Hardy Rajkumar. Chairman. They got to figure out if they want them business or they want them politics. One brother said he left politics, but every day you're in an interview talking about the government, talking about the opposition. Pick a struggle, man. So them boys went Region 3 today. They said they look after 600 issues. Yeah, that could be one person, you know. Don't think that's like thousands of people. That could be Freddie Kessoon alone. You know, everything is bad in Freddie. Soon as Freddie make him see the sun, he vex. I can see turning up there at Lenora. So I got a problem with this son here. I wake up this morning. Why it have to come out? Why it have to come out? I driving down the road. I see a hole. Why the hole there? The traffic light is bothering me. Them people fence over the road. Why the fence high? There could be Freddie problems alone. 600 problems. They said they solved. Road brand. That could be Freddie problems alone. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. Right? If they only fix some systems, people won't have to trek to Lenora. People won't have to trek to Lenora. Anytime you engage in the system to do government business, you got to take like a day or two. You can't say you're running quick with the ministry for an hour. Let me run quick and drop this passport form off and pay the 6,000. No, that's an 8-hour activity. When you go to drop a passport application, you got to carry your camping gears, your tent, right? You got to carry your luncheon. You got to carry your own food. You got to camp. I learned this for myself. Nobody didn't tell me. You got to camp. So I want to warn the police. If you see people with tent and so on outside the passport office, it's not protest. It's application dropping off. You got to carry a big umbrella. You see? A 6x4 tent. Right? You got to carry a little kerosene stove. Your flambeau. You just don't know how long you're going to be there. You just don't know. You got to fix the systems. You see? Circumventing the system for a day ain't going to fix the problem. But tomorrow you got another 600 problems waiting on you. You got to fix the system. That's what you got to do. Fix the system. So they carry passport office, GRO, and a whole set of people pack out Lenore for a day and say, we have won. Right? They want the Nobel Prize. They want red carpet. You don't fix nothing. These are the only people create the problem, alleviate it for a little bit, and then claim, we are leaders. And the problem persists. Right? With the amount of people I see every day by the passport office, every Guyanese must get 10 passports. With the amount of people, it's a small population. We could deliver, how much? 400,000 passports in a month. Why month after month? People packing up. You tell me all the people losing passports, damaging passports, applying for new passports. Something is wrong with the system. But you see, the people don't like systems. They have no appreciation for system. Laissez-faire. What comes to do? No appreciation system because they want to keep you dependent on them. Imagine, you live in a country, right? If you lane bus, if you main, you got to tell the president though. If your main is broken, you got to tell the president though. Right? Then you can call Susan Rodriguez. Susan, come write this thing down. That's backward. That's madness. Fix the damn system. 600 issues y'all address. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. 600 issues. That's Freddie problems alone. That's the people living in Freddie Head alone. So we even multiply the problems yet. That's the amount of people living in Freddie Head, but 600. It's all them problems. Photo of the day, folks. BOSSAI. BOSSAI, you know. BOSSAI. BOSSAI is where that grader fell off a cliff. And Mr. Hercules lost his life. Our thoughts and prayers with his family. Right? The bulldozer fell off a cliff. Like it fell into a wormhole. Right? Like it fell into a black hole. And this is a photograph that was taken just recently. BOSSAI truck. Right? You just see a white lady walking in the water. There he just turned in. Right? What's that movie with Sandra Bullock? Board something, board nest, board eye. Right? When he got to cover, yeah, he sees something. He didn't cover the eye. He just drive overboard. He just get vexed. He just get tired. He said, I can park here and take a sleep. He just drive overboard. Right? Trench wash, take one. Remember the movie name with Sandra Bullock? Board eye, one eye, something. Kakai, I don't know. Something with Sandra Bullock. He didn't cover the eye. He see a white lady floating by on the water. Then he follow. That's it. This is Guyana. This is Guyana. Somebody said the water look like a road. It's all the bush in the trench. The man could be and make an honest mistake. Samuel Jack, Godfather, he could make an honest mistake. He could think it was a road with amount of bush and debris. Right? He could think it's a road. Better look next time. The closer. The closer. I don't know why Jagdeo's run out and implicate Mr. Norton in all kind of foolishness. He ran out today. He ran out. He had a press conference. He swim out, flick out, roll out, beat out. He had a press conference today. And he says, I'll be holding up the appointment of the Chancellor and Chief Justice. He said, I'll be holding them up. Folks, is how these guys lie effortlessly. It is how they lie effortlessly. You know, Aubrey Norton's support for the current two office holders who are acting in those positions, right? Justice Cummins and Justice George, is well documented, right? So you know you're talking to me. When the man come out, right? When Big Head, Shine Head come out and saying, is Aubrey holding it up? You must know it's baby there. You must know it's baby there. Because them boys ain't easy. He says Aubrey holding up the appointment. Right? Is Aubrey? Well, Aubrey run out behind me. Leave up the opposition. Leave up the People's National Congress reform. Run out behind me. You ain't laughing for weight and for things to cement. You run out behind me, as you rightfully did. Take a look, folks. Take a listen.
I am again forced to respond to the pathological liar, Barrett Jagdeo. In his normal weekly ranting and raving, he suggested that as leader of the opposition, I am holding up the appointment of the Chancellor and the Chief Justice. Mr. Jagdeo must stop lying. On the 12th of May 2022, by this letter that I have here, I informed the President that I am well prepared, and I can read it. In reference to the appointment of the Chancellor and the Vice Chancellor, I said, this blotch on our country must be removed forthwith. In this regard, I am prepared to agree to the appointment of Madam Justice GWYNETH Cummins Edwards, ORCH, to be appointed Chancellor of the Judiciary of Guyana, and Madam Justice Roxanne George Wiltshire, CCH-SC, to be appointed Chief Justice. So I, in writing, said to the government, I am prepared to agree to that appointment. Now, the government is the one who responded by saying, with regards to your penultimate and final paragraph, reference the appointment of the Chancellor and the Chief Justice, it appears that you have misinterpreted your role as leader of the opposition with regards to constitutional appointment. It is the President who decides when he's ready to engage you as leader of the opposition with regards to any specific constitutional appointments, and not the other way around. So it is clear that I have indicated since May of last year that I am prepared to agree to the appointment of Justice GWYNETH Cummins as Chancellor and Roxanne George Wiltshire as Chief Justice. It is therefore disingenuous for Barrett Jagdeo to suggest I am standing in the way, or there is probably a problem with he and the President, so the President didn't tell him he was written to this effect. If that is the case, then it is their problem. And I heard Mr. Jagdeo talking about me disowning family. I don't want to really run down this road, but Barrett Jagdeo must know that he's the only head of state this country has ever seen that told this country he was married to Varshini, and then turn around and disown it saying he wasn't married. He has no moral right to talk about anybody disowning relatives. He disowned somebody he told us he was married to when she pointed out that he was ill-treating her and locking her out of the room. So who is Barrett Jagdeo? This man is a madman. It is only a madman will know that we would have said we agreed to these appointments, then turns around and say we are blocking it. It is only a madman will know that he disowned a woman he told us he married and then come back and say he didn't marry her. So Barrett Jagdeo is wasting people's time. There are many critical issues that we want Barrett Jagdeo to address. High cost of living, poverty. Those are the issues that he should be addressing. He is talking about us accusing them of racism. I repeat, the government is racist. If you look at all the pictures of the country, of the persons that they give contracts to, you will see more than 95% of them are to one ethnic group. The Ministry of Home Affairs recently had a contractors meeting, and in that meeting, you were just seeing one ethnic group. Whenever they publish in the press, the persons they are giving contracts to, they give it to one ethnic group in the main. And in the case where they give to African groups, Guyanese, they are small amounts. I saw the Minister of Regional Development talking in New Amsterdam about giving contracts to clean the area. That is fine. But the real contracts in this country, the $1 billion in contracts, are not going to all ethnic groups. And so I reaffirm the position that the People's Progressive Party is a racist regime that is not giving African Guyanese and indigenous people and other ethnic groups their fair share of the national pie. But I don't intend to follow up with Jagdeo anymore and his garbage, because all Jagdeo is seeking to do is to shift focus away from his wrongdoings. He wants to shift focus away from the fact that he is involved in another scam in which we will get EID cards for 30-something million when it can be had for less than that. He wants to keep our eyes off of the revelations in the Vice News documentary that established he is accused of bribery and corruption, including as it relates to oil blocks. So it is clear to me that Barrett Jagdeo is trying to find all kinds of issues to do two things. One, not address the critical issues affecting Guyanese, and two, to shift away from the allegations of bribery, corruption, and the scams he has been involved in. I call on the Guyanese people to not be browbeaten. Recognize he is ranting and raving because he wants to shift focus away from his incompetence, his inability to find solutions to Guyana's problems, from the allegations of bribery and corruption. I do not think I will continue to respond to Barrett Jagdeo unless he gets as outrageous as he is today. But the reality is, the question of the appointment of the Chancellor and the Chief Justice are squarely in the hands of President Irfan Ali and his boss, Barrett Jagdeo. I will say no more on this issue. Guyanese, I think by now, are tired of the lies of Barrett Jagdeo.
Pace and power. Pace and power, folks. Well said. Well said. Well articulated. You just run up behind them. Don't allow them to get edge. They talk nonsense. You come on one time, high fall. One time, cough to the throat. Damn nonsense. One thing I disagree with Mr. Norton on there. One thing I disagree with Mr. Aubrey Norton on there. One thing, the whole statement. One thing, Peter. Michael Reed, Larry Crawford, Esther Blue, one thing. You know, the leader of the opposition said he won't go down the road with them. Go down the road. We got time. We got a TV station for pay. Social media is free. Go down the road. Talk the whole story. Talk the whole story. He want to lecture your morality. When Mr. Norton start talking the family business, he said, I really want to go down this road. Go down the, you got to go down the road with some of them. Right? I let me know, but they'll do it. So you got to go down the road with them. And we have been afraid to go in the gutter. Right? It's like born and grow. Afraid, that's home. Right? Go down the road. Please, Mr. Norton, go down the road some more with them. Please. What else is down the road? Treaty wife, locks out the state house, denied her resources as first lady. And this Jagdeo still in government, and they want to come and lecture us and tell us about the quality of people on our side. And tell us how bad Ogunseye bad. I think I own demons in there. I ain't seen them. Got your own demons right there. Right there. Are you coming from? You know the good book says, brothers and sisters, you know, don't let the log in your own eye, but the speck. Huh? It's the speck in your brother eye. Is that what you're looking for, man? Oh. Oh, oh. Well said, Mr. Norton. Go down the road with them. That being said, good folks. That being said, that's the time. That's the program. Soon we can start having some 2 hours and 3 hour shows. So, Mr. Norton got more time to go down the road with them. Yeah. Go down the same road. Playing high and mighty. You inside your living room, divvying up. When you walk for Bill, the 5 Mile mansion, yeah, and you all know who you have to run them nonsense though. Pack of fools. Pack of nonsense. You know you can run it to. Folks, that's the time. That is our program. We want to encourage you folks to support our program. We don't want to watch our good folks. It's month end already, believe it or not. Believe it or not, it's already month end, folks. We want to encourage you guys to partner with us, partner with me, so we can keep on going. We got thousands of you still watching. Some of y'all fast bad, right? Fast bad. You should don't drink your porridge, don't pay and catch your bed. You're still up watching political discussion. Partner with us as well. Partner with us as well. Share the lines before you go. Smash that emoji button before you go. We want others to get valid, credible information. Folks, let me go down the road. That being said, that's our time and that's our program. Folks, if you got some legal concerns you want to have addressed by a justice of the peace, a commissioner of votes to affidavit, we want to recommend the Alistair Collins form. The Alistair Collins form. They're down there at the Callion Mall between Camp and Waterloo Street on Ramaha between Camp and Waterloo. Expert guidance and support for all your documentation needs. The Alistair Collins form. We trust them. We do business with them. They know what they're doing. They understand what they're doing. And we recommend them to you highly. 649-6410-685-6448. The Alistair Collins form. Can't say we didn't tell you. You can't say that at all. Don't do it. Don't do it. That being said, good folks. That being said, that's the time. That's the program. Stay safe. That's the last bell. Stay safe, guys. That is the last bell. Stay safe. Good to have you guys here. Good to have you all here with us. Allison Jones and Junior Holder, O'Neillius King, Charmy Gibbs, Lyndon Gill, Diane Abrams, Van Slice. Good to have you, Sonia Cobb, Massey Cobb, Samo Williams, Obi Chester, Sharon Castro Edwards, Hazel Chase, Junior Holder, Dolly Anderson, and Carolyn Haley. That's the time and that's the program. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe. Stay safe. Looking like the doctor last night, giving the explanation, but the medical supplies. Respect and manners. Stay safe. Stay woke, guys. That's our time.